Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. This is Renegades React, and we will be reacting to Rogue One, a Star Wars story trailer number 2.
All right. I'm
And
excited.
this is actually not that far away. If I survive Black Friday,
Yep.
This will be,
I'll
This
get to
is
see
your
this.
reward.
well, another year survived, I think, will be his true reward. Versus, and this I think will be icing on the cake.
Well, I mean, no, this is pretty much the only reason that I haven't, launched a full-scale war, like, I'll say on the IRS, the Federal Reserve, is I got to get through Infinity War, and then now I got to get through Star Wars. But after
Okay.
that,
All bets are off. Huh?
all bets are off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we found Caleb. He took a
Climbed out of the Sarlacc.
took a little time after
He-
of finding John Connor.
He truly is the most fearsome bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Yeah,
it's
so
true.
honestly, still, hey, the Boba Fett origin story, he's available.
It's true.
And he's in shape. He's in shape, so.
Yeah.
The harvest is over, and he got power converters from Tashi Station, and now he's come here.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep. He decided. You know what? I know what John Connor is. I'm going to come here and record some videos.
Maybe he will come out of hiding.
What?
All right. So.
What Caleb doesn't realize is that Micah is John Connor. Let's see if he notices.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, let's just do it.
All
Okay.
right. But we're enhancing the Caleb mythos.
I think the comment section is way ahead of us on that.
Oh, dude.
Pretty much. Video starts whenever Caleb says it does.
So you understand?
I understand.
You want to get out of here?
Our rebellion is all that remains to push back the Empire. We think you might be able to help us.
When was the last time you were in contact with your father?
What is this? It appears he is critical to the development of a super weapon.
Oh.
If my father built this thing, we need to find him.
All right. How many do I need?
They
As
are
many as you
requesting
can
a
carry.
call sign.
It's, Rogue. Rogue One.
The power that we are dealing with here is immeasurable.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope. They've no idea we're coming.
Take hold of this moment. The force is strong. Make 10 men feel like 100.
We'll take the next
Down
chance.
again.
And the next. You're rebels, aren't you?
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
That cut felt super, super different.
Yeah.
It did.
And I'm not sure I like it.
Okay.
Is that Death Star upside down? Or are we?
There's no direction
Yes.
in space.
But yes, I'm with you on that. It's
Yeah, it is upside down.
There's no direction in space.
I mean, yeah, we determine direction based on gravity, and because you're in free fall.
What?
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
if you're like oriented in space, it's like what's up and down. Like,
Yeah. I mean, we determine up and down based on gravity.
it's
But
like
it's
in
not.
But
It's
we're
close
seeing
enough to
it-
be in the gravitational pull of that planet.
what
Yeah.
was it? Was it Lockout where he's like, we're in space. It's port starboard.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Except it's a sphere, so there's no port or starboard. It's just
Yeah.
clockwise and
It's just
counterclockwise.
north.
There you go.
Longitude and latitude.
Can't even really do north and south.
But then I
because-
guess since it is like a little planet, I guess longitude and latitude applies, so you could do north and and south. And
Yeah, star
Theoretically,
charts. Yeah, go by star charts. Yeah. Dang.
one time about navigating the Death Star inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, it's
Of course,
not,
you're all oriented up and down inside the Death Star. It's just spherical.
I mean, it's not
so,
a Dyson sphere.
That's true.
Or does it generate gravity in the center, and then they're like walking around the outside? So up is different depending on where you're at because it's so
No,
big.
it looks like there's standard deck layering. Is what it looks like.
That's how the Lego set and the old toy set was. But do we know?
I mean, I guess the question is how much do we consider toys to be canon? Because to be fair, I mean, there's no way they could fit all those, like everything in the Death Star toy.
Right.
So
It is
That's
interesting
true.
though, because it would make more sense if you were going to generate artificial gravity that it would emanate from the center and act like an actual
and you would
celestial
have
body.
like spherical decks. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
Still though, that
Comment section, have at it.
Yes.
yeah, we
Oh,
got
gosh.
into a weird physics discussion
Physics.
off of this.
In a Star Wars movie? Ugh.
Well, I mean, okay, all right. Going back to the thing, honestly, I don't know if I like the feel of this trailer as much as I like the previous ones.
Tell me why you feel this way.
So the original one felt a lot more like a heist movie,
Mhm.
which I think is an excellent way to look. It's like we got to steal the plans for the Death Star.
Well, it is a heist movie. That's just the plans are in her dad's head.
Yeah, that.
The files are in the computer.
It's so weird, the idea of, originally it's like you're rebels, you rebel, and now it's like, hey, now we're getting you because you know the person who's got the plans.
It kind of takes away from her.
Yeah.
From her defining her own path instead it's there's a tie here that you have to go back to.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
See, I just see it as like actual character development because she, has a part to play in the story. Because before it was just like nondescript. She's like, I'm totally bad news. You should totally take me along because.
But to be fair, she's now being defined by a connection to another character that is also not well established.
Right, but it's
Which in some ways can help both of them, but in some ways that neither one is now establishing their own character.
well, they're tied to very specific circumstances that are related to the story. That she's not brought into it because of a witty one-liner. I mean,
I don't know. It's
odd considering where we were with Rogue One.
I don't care. I just want to see a lot of Darth Vader like chopping up dudes with a lightsaber.
I mean, yeah, all right.
Like
I could see that.
I want to see like the Imperial Reign of Terror because you get Darth Vader at the end of Revenge of the Sith, nothing, and then it's like the rebels on the run from the Empire. You don't see any of like
The middle, yeah.
the total takeover because Darth Vader. I mean,
Yeah.
wrecked a bunch of stuff, or at least that's how they portrayed it in the old comics that are no
Also,
longer.
Another
a thing.
thing of it is, Forrest Whitaker's character is now completely different. It seems. I mean, they've got the general premise the same, but he now feels.
Wasn't here the other guy? Weren't they in Rebels?
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
Force Whitaker's character was, yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
he's a carryover.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Does he seem different from Clone Wars? I didn't see that
No,
episode.
he wasn't in. He's only in 2 or 3 episodes story arc, but it was the young version.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, but I mean, if you go back and look at previous trailers and how he's portrayed, you look at this, it feels way different. Because now he feels like the wizened old mentor.
Well, in the old trailer, he felt the same way to me because he was asking her like what she would become based on the choices she would make. I mean,
See, I got more of a feel, like more of a badass type feel off of him. Whereas here, it's more of a Yoda. Like,
I never got that. I got that from the guy in the red because he was like they showed him out fighting and stuff. But Forrest Whitaker, he was always talking to her, almost in like a moral context.
but it.
Does that say space opera film?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it is. It's
That
space
is
opera.
that is
Yeah.
great.
Hey, I forgot Alan Tudyk was going to be in this. Yay.
Also, it's interesting because her father kind of was giving me some Jedi vibes, like with his little
Yeah,
his little gi
yeah.
top sort of thing. Like maybe not like full on, but maybe force sensitive. Like because Donnie Yen doesn't have a lightsaber, but he's blind.
A
Seems
deeply
like
spiritual
Yeah.
warrior.
Though he lacks force abilities, has rigorously honed his body through intense physical and mental discipline.
well, everyone's connected to the force, so I feel
Yeah.
like. But yeah, Mads Mikkelsen, I feel like there's a lot more to that than they're letting on. But it's interesting though because they had the plans for the Death Star, and it's pretty well established that the Sith were instrumental in developing it because the Death Star functions like a giant lightsaber.
Kyber crystals.
So I wonder what role he plays in that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry, call me racist. I don't like the Genosians, but they pretty much already had the plans for the Death Star in place, or that's what we were led to believe at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, actually, they had the plans for it in Clone. Rise of the.
Oh right, yeah,
yeah,
in the Clone Wars,
Attack
Yeah.
of the Clones. Yeah, because
Dooku actually had the plans and took them and escaped.
yeah.
Well, you see it under construction at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
Like,
So it.
But we don't like to talk about those, so I'm fine if they want to, redact that, like Monsters University, where they met in college instead of the 4th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this will eventually lead to what I think they need to do. Pretty much wipe the Lucas one, the prequel trilogy that Lucas did out
And
redo it.
Start fresh.
And redo it.
Okay.
Genevieve O'Reilly is coming back as Mon Mothma. So they doing like the Jeff Bridges Tron thing and like
I guess.
I think
no,
so.
she played Mon Mothma in one of the original, 1, 2, and 3. Mon Mothma.
Oh,
was
that's
in
right,
there.
yeah.
She's not the one from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
Oh
okay,
no.
okay.
I think
Yeah.
she passed away actually.
because I was like that's
That's impressive.
super
pretty
neat,
cool.
yeah.
She's aging like Mary Steenburgen.
Well,
No?
Mary
Oh,
Steenburgen.
Lord.
Well,
Oh,
well,
man.
Mary Steenburgen is not aging
it says
anymore.
Warwick Davis has been cast in an unspecified role. Wicket's coming back, guys.
Oh, no.
Well, I guess this is before Jedi, so Wicket's
Ben.
prequeling.
What? Okay, look. Ryan Johnson and Ram Bergman, the producers
Producer and director of
of Episode 8, are going to appear.
Cameo as Death Star technicians. That's awesome.
It's just like Simon Pegg.
So they're gonna have like the big helmets with the swoop on them.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have a clue.
It's just
though.
like Simon Pegg cameoing as a bunch of like little characters in Episode 7.
Well, I mean,
He didn't have a bunch of little characters. Like he was a full-on dude.
Yeah.
On the trash Jakku.
yeah.
Well, yeah, he had that, but he also filled in like little smaller characters in the background, like walking.
And I mean,
around.
to be fair, Daniel Craig had a pretty decent role there. Stormtrooper JB007. Actually a thing.
Yep.
Traitor.
Yeah. No,
No,
the
he wasn't
Stormtrooper
traitor.
that goes to get.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling them.
the 50
yeah.
the 50 Shades of Rey stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Stormtrooper that goes to get Rey, Daniel Craig.
Daniel frickin'
Not
Craig.
even kidding.
It's like,
Actually a thing.
it's like I'm going to tighten these restraints, scavenger scum, or whatever.
Yep. And you're just like, ugh.
That to me, the fact that they did that is just awesome. Because when they called up Daniel Craig, it's like, Daniel, do you want to be in the new Star Wars movie? Yes, I'll take any part. I'll take any part that they have.
Yeah.
And it's like, we want you to be the one here that she tries to force into loosening the restraints. Awesome. So will I be wearing the Stormtrooper outfit? Yes, you will. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, I'll do it. And it's just like where you don't even see his face. It's just like,
Just to know, to be a part
Yeah.
of it. Like
Yeah.
you live the Star
You were
Wars.
in
I
the
mean,
Star Wars.
that's the thing. How many people could they get as extras just because they want to be in a Star Wars movie?
that's just like you. I guarantee if they asked you to extra in it or be a background character.
I'm pretty sure I couldn't fit all my hair into a stormtrooper helmet. though.
No. Just you, like you,
Would-
like
You'd
you
have
being
to
a
be a
rogue.
snowtrooper.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
That's a-
Would you cut your hair if you were offered the chance to play a stormtrooper?
Oh, I'd like wear a hairnet and just stuff it all up in there somehow.
Well, there you go.
I'm just being
Okay.
silly. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Think about how many people they
'Cause-
could pull.
Adam Driver has a lot of hair, and he fit it into the Kylo Ren helmet. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
Adam Driver.
I mean, Matt, the radar technician. I mean, Micah.
Mike the radar
Exactly.
technician.
Micah, the radar technician. That's a thing. I
Yeah,
want
that-
fan art. I want fan art tomorrow.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I'm
No,
kidding.
no.
You know, on the
actually
scheduling,
it's
I
the
do want
same.
fan art.
I have the same vest. It's just black instead of orange.
Yep.
But
Well,
it's
there
the
you
same.
go.
It's the same style.
Yep. But
Oh man.
Doc radar technician.
Doc. Heard he has an 8-pack. Saw him in the shower one time.
dude shredded.
Also true.
Ladies.
Yeah.
No. If you're gonna say that, you got to say it right. Ladies.
Ladies.
There you go.
Hello, ladies. This is Micah. Or secretly Adam Driver. Or Micah, the radar technician.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.